Hey YouTube, Piper Downs coming back at you. Just just got another package. My damn cat won't get the hell out of here while I make a video. Anyway, just got another package with some stuff in it, some goodies. Uh, I got a bag of Margate, a bag of Dorchester, and a tin of medium flake. Now I got this on Labor Day. I was expecting it tomorrow, honestly, but just rung the doorbell here a few minutes ago. So I figured I would do a couple review, or at least one review. Either I would do this one or Dorchester, and I'm thinking I'll do this one instead. Yeah, I definitely want to try this medium flake. I think I'm going to go ahead and bust this open and give it a whiff and get an idea of what we're dealing with here with this medium flake. From what I understand, this is a flake with a mild, super mild topping. So what we'll do is I'll bust the tin open, and then we'll get a look at it. We'll get a whiff, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so I guess we'll go ahead and bust this bad boy open and get an idea of what we're dealing with here. Damn it. Sometimes these darn tins can be a real pain in the butt. Although I imagine, you want them to be that way. Otherwise, the stuff may not, the seals would go, I want to say. Ooh, that's very fruity. Hang on one second. Let me adjust this a little bit. I just wanted you guys to be able to see what I'm dealing with here. So per the usual, Germains, they do this wax paper thing where, they just put the tobacco in the wax paper package. Anyway, this isn't like a Dunhill flake. It's more like a broken flake, I can already tell. This isn't nearly as dense as, say, Latakia, the special Latakia flake. Yeah, you can really see some of these, really the brightness of it. Alrighty, so here you guys can see, darn it. Here you guys can see what we're dealing with here. I mean, those are, and it even says right on the tin, red and yellow Virginias. And geez, those are probably some of the reddest Virginias I've ever seen in my life. Right there. Some of them anyway, and just a bunch of reds, bright browns, yellows. But if you can see, this very thinly cut flake here. And the aroma, let me go ahead and get a little whiff of this. It's very fruity. It kind of smells like Dunhill flake with more fruit topping on it. Yes, that's very fruity. Also I wanted to read you guys the tin description here on this. It says, pipe tobacco made with selected red and golden tobaccos, pressed to create a flake of medium density and sliced for your enjoyment. And I really, I just love the tin art on Jermaine's stuff. It's just beautiful. Very old timey. Um, I just can't get enough of it. And their special Latakia flake tin, I love it. It looks so cool. Anyway, this is, yeah, this is quite moist, so I'm going to go ahead and have to dry this out. I'm going to dry it out, pack a bowl, take a few puffs, and then I will come back to you guys and tell you guys what I think. I really like the cut of this. It's almost like a Dunhill flake, but cut about half as thick. I really like that. This does kind of remind me of a Dunhill light flake or something like that. And I must say, the top note, the casing, yeah, it was pretty liberal. They put quite a bit of it on there. Which, I seen a guy did a review on tobacco reviews, and he says, this is an aromatic, and I wouldn't go as so far to say that. It's not like this is, some goopy black Cavendish, black cherry aromatic at all. No, that's not this at all. What it is a very old school take on the aromatic. They had aromatics in the 1850s, but they certainly weren't aromatics that we know today. They like to infuse them with wines and brandy and, distilled spirits and other things. And, it wasn't as loud. As some of our aromatics today. This isn't loud at all. I really like how easy it was to pack. Very easy to pack. I didn't rub it out. It come out in like a broken flake, and I just, put it on my little magazine, spread it out, let it dry for about 5 minutes. Just, pushed it, just no rhyme or reason, just, mashed it down in there. And make sure that it was in there good. Sorry about that. My neighbor of mine waving to me. And I don't want to look like a freaking crazy person over here talking to myself. And yeah, this is I like the consistency. Like the thickness of the flakes. It's got a nice sweet flavor to it. I'm not an aromatic guy, but if I was a tobacco blender, and I was charged with creating an aromatic that I would like, but that would be considered an aromatic, it would be something like this. Definitely. It's a Virginia. It says red, golden, brown Virginias. Not on the tin, it just says red and gold, but from what I, could see and what I've read, there's some brown. But you know, that tobacco, I showed you guys what that tobacco looked like, and obviously, the thing about this Germain's blends is you can just see the quality of the tobacco. There are no dull or bland looking tobaccos in Germain's tins. You know, when you pop that open, you're looking at rich, um, rich, beautiful colors. You know, they're not faded colors. They're not lackluster. They're bright and fresh looking, and they just look appetizing. Obviously, I mean, Penzance looks appetizing, but it's not a bright color. Very dark. Whereas the Special Lat, it's bright. You know, it's very bright. You kind of have to look for the dark Latakia in it, and it's somewhat few and far between. That and the this I really do. I like the cut of this. Like this, the smell was quite powerful in the tin. The top note seemed like there was a lot more to it than what I'm tasting. And what I'm tasting is I'm tasting lemon yellow Virginias. Definitely getting that lemony, citrusy flavor from the Virginias. Yeah, very lemony, very, very good. Um, this right here, this is something that I would take out with me. You know, let's say I was going to go on a nice little hike through the woods or, go do something like that. This would be a really nice tobacco, or summertime tobacco. This would be hitting the spot. Absolutely. Um, and matter of fact, now that I think about it, yeah, I'm definitely going to be cellaring a tin of this for next summer. Or I may jar up what I have and put it in a dark place and, let that cellar. Mm. Forgot to mention, obviously I'm smoking the medium flake, but I don't think you guys have seen this pipe before. You haven't seen it for a very long time anyway, because this is a pipe I bought off eBay years ago. It's a Royal Duke Grabo. The only thing is, I had the diamond shank stem or bit, uh, and I loved it. This was my favorite pipe. It had a saddle bit. I still have it upstairs, but this is my favorite pipe by far. Saddle bit, super thin, it clenched beautifully. And something happened and the damn thing broke off like diagonally, so it's got a point to it now, and you can't really. I guess I could still smoke it, but I've got other Grabo stems that will fit. And this was like my favorite pipe for a while. Absolutely. This bulldog with the diamond shank. This was my favorite pipe for a long, long time. And I destroyed my favorite cob last night. Actually, punched a hole through the bottom with my poker, with my pipe tool. And I've lost a couple other pipes, I feel like, the last few weeks. So I'm starting to bust out some of these older ones. Mm. I think this was my flake pipe a couple years ago. But I loved it. It was such a clencher. Such a clencher. Mm. And I smoked something out of this last night, and it was getting a little warm on me. So I think I tapped out some of the tobacco. Anyway, I would highly recommend this tobacco. Very good. It's an excellent flake, but it's got a little bit of a top note on it. It's pretty potent out of the tin, but in the smoking it, it's not too bad. But I would definitely recommend this for summertime or for out, out fishing or, an active day. This would be perfect. An active outdoor day, medium flake. Heck yeah, I would. This would be awesome out. Out with family or something, out fishing, out hiking, out, doing whatever that you could have a pipe with. Very sweet. Very sweet. Yeah.